do you have some extra plants that are just left over? What to do with these?
We do. It's always where we're putting stuff together and then there's just like one missing. You can't sell a whole pack.
Yeah.
What do we do with all the miscellaneous stuff?
Just the leftovers. Or what happens a lot this time of year in the greenhouses is somebody comes in, they're like, I found an extra planter. So they want to go through and put something together. So that's what we're going to kind of simulate today, is that scenario is I've got this mishmash of I planted everything up, I've got these leftovers, now what?
Because you normally will go through and you'll be like, I know that I want to have this in here and this in here. And then you just have like...
Yeah. All the big stuff is gone.
One coleus,
yeah.
one marigold,
Right.
one... Yeah, so Scott's really stretching me this morning.
Absolutely.
Because I said I wanted time to think about this.
And I'm like, here
And
you
he's
go.
like,
You got
no,
30
like,
seconds.
here we go. So here we go.
All right.
I went and just picked a few pots that were just kind of laying around. One ceramic, made sure it had drainage. Maybe a goofy little...
That one's cool. I gotta show this. Look at this guy.
A goofy little face guy. And when you're dealing with this, you really have to look at, you know, what you have left, and you should match up if it's sun, if it's shade.
Yeah,
that's the first thing that you're gonna kind of start dwindling down.
Yeah, they still need to work together. Okay, so I've got impatience here, shade. I've got
Inca. Nope.
no. These are zinnias. These are zinnias. That might look nice together, but they're not going to work. So we do have to, even though it's a mishmash of flowers, we do have to think about what actually will work and pair well together.
And how big is your container?
Very
Because if
small,
it's
huh?
very small, you know, I'm not going to get something
Yeah.
really big in it.
We're not going to stuff a coleus in there. That's going to get really big.
Because I'm constantly thinking about how things are.
Uh-huh.
This guy's getting a Brainiac Celosia in it.
Okay.
It's going to get big, but just the fact that it's called Brainiac
Oh,
kind of
okay.
cracks me
Okay,
out.
there you go. There you go.
So I'm giving this guy a brain.
Nice.
Yeah, super cute, done. That pack finished.
Okay, so we finished this guy off.
Yeah. Then I'm gonna go to maybe a little bit bigger pot. And most of the time when you have these onesie twosies, you're not dealing so much with like one of the 4-inch. That's easy to start combining. You can start making a planter really, really quick with something left over like that.
Yeah.
What we're talking about today is using all that little stuff, like where you have the pack and there's 4 of them in there, or maybe it's a 3-pack. So yeah, Scott is stretching me today.
Well, and this is, so it's a scenario that people are coming in and they might have all of this at home, and they come into the greenhouses and they might have to pick out some of that bigger stuff. They might need one dahlia or one salvia, one geranium to pick out to go with this. But yeah, we want to kind of use this up and finish off those planters and have something pretty, and maybe not, it's a mishmash, but let's try to make it look nice. But you might have a lot of different colors going on. So
Is that
let's go
why
for the colorful planter.
You're saying let's do this, and you're just...
I'm letting this do this by delegating to you to go ahead and do it up. How's that?
Yeah, thanks.
So no pressure.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So there,
Good.
we're done.
Hey, all right.
It wasn't that hard. It's just, is it gonna be the one that I planned on it? No. Is it gonna be my most favorite? It just might.
It could be. We do a lot of planting from our leftovers in our greenhouses, and yeah, we go through and make up some pretty cool planters.
Yeah.
And yeah, look at that.
So I have an Angelonia in the back. That's gonna grow taller, and I know that. I have a Snapdragon, but it's called a short snapshot Snapdragon, and so I know that's going to be a little bit shorter. So I'm going to have that tall. It's going to tier. I've got the purples going on. I've got the pinks going on.
Coleus and some moss roses, which at least we kind of know what color that's going to be. So that is Amy's little creation there from the leftovers.
Somebody please come by that.
All right.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use them.
So are you gonna, since you have a brown pot, are you thinking about colors?
I
there?
am.
Yeah.
Because just because you have a mismatch doesn't mean you can't coordinate something.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I don't even know what color it's gonna be.
Yeah, so that's a gazania.
Yeah,
and-
a lot of the times they're in those yellows
Yes. Yeah.
and oranges, but it could be a rusty pink, it could be a white.
We'll find out.
It's gonna be a surprise.
Do have yellow marigolds and some snapdragons. Yeah, and I don't. We've got some pinks and purples here, so that's not going to go.
Look at you
Everything
being
else,
coordinating.
everything else I have is going to be shade. So
This is actually gonna turn out super cute.
yeah,
Do you know that?
very nice.
And once you get to this stage, you'll find that when you have the packs and there's onesie twosies, you normally start forgetting to water them.
I do. Well, they're like all over the place, and or for us they get put somewhere where it's not in my range of watering. It's just off to the side, and I never water them. So we really do have a leftover smorgasbord that really looks. Usually they look really bad because they haven't been watered in days. Okay, so nice little glazed
I'm gonna do this real
planter
quick.
here.
Okay.
All right. So just showing this up close, this really looks really nice for the 30 seconds that it took you. Are we gonna use this all up? Maybe not.
Well, I'm gonna try.
Yeah. So there again. So marigolds. This is the calendula. So this gives a little essence of some deer resistance with the marigolds and the calendulas. This is the calendula here. The coleus, the miscellaneous gazania that we don't know what the color is going to be, and the moss roses out the front, and just a little bit of Dusty Miller off the back here. The Dusty Miller gets pretty tall, so that does need to be more towards the back. That will get maybe 15 inches or so. So nice little combination here.
Is it overfilled?
Well, we want instant.
I would say
right?
yes.
At this time of year, I mean.
But now's the time to not be stingy.
Yeah,
Because,
we've got to use this up, right?
yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that you're either going to sit and keep watering it, or you're going to find a pot and you're going to fill it up.
Yeah, for me, I get to that point where I'm going to either toss them because I haven't watered these in like days because they're out of my normal range of watering. They get stuck in these areas and I don't even see them. So
this is actually going to be super cute because I leaned back and I was like, "Ooh, there's another pot."
so you did a shade one.
Yeah, and
So the hypostases, I absolutely love the hypostases. So that is it's also known as polka dot plant. Let me kind of show this a little bit closer. So the polka dot plant here, it just has a really cool foliage to it, and then of course the impatiens. Now, could we cut those back? Yeah, we could.
I probably would.
Yeah. So after this, they'll probably get a little haircut. The impatiens is one of the best things you can do is just take a scissors and just go through and just cut those right down. That way they fill out kind of that laterally, that forces that growth out this way.
And then in the middle, I put a salvia. It's a white salvia, and it's going to take time to grow.
And obviously it got cut.
It did.
Got cut or broke or whatever, but
It's what was in the pack.
It's a leftover, and it'll work. It'll be nice. So very good.
So normally salvia is like a little bit more sun. They will tolerate a partial. So all of this can go into a shade to more in the shade side, but a shade to partial shade, and that'll grow up beautifully. And we're gonna snip this back. Now, will we put this out for sale?
No.
No.
No,
But we'll enjoy it in our own yard.
This will hide in our back. Yeah, I mean it'll turn out nice in a couple weeks, and this will fill out very nice. It'll be great for the 4th of July. By that time it'll be no problem.
So cute little planters. You can go as big of a planter as you want, but normally when you have a bigger planter, you already know that you want to use some of the bigger plants. And maybe you have some of those left over, and that's a great way to start using whatever you purchase, because you
Right.
know it's like candy in a candy store. You get a little overexcited and you start shopping and you're like, I did too many plants.
It's funny because the women come in and they're like, I just came in here for one thing, and it's just like boxes of stuff. So yeah,
so when you buy all those little bedding plants, you can make a mismatch
or just
pot.
plan for it.
Right. And what's amazing is sometimes these will end up being your favorite planters.
Yeah. So don't rule it out. But anyway, that is just a little guidance, and
I still have enough for like 3 more little planters.
Yeah, you do. We've got more to go, but this gives a little guidance for using up those leftovers and making up something that's still really, really pretty for that. And we still have a lot of summer left, so there's no issue with making up a little planter that's just kind of an uncoordinated mishmash, as long as the stuff works together, that you're not putting full sun with a shade plant together.
And that's the most important thing.
Yeah, at this point, who cares who cares what the colors are? Maybe
some people will. But you can gift it to somebody else who doesn't.
Here, Mom.
There's a tip.
Yeah.
And not everybody has the same coordination of plants. Maybe they would have stick all this together, and they would have loved it. So use it up.
All right, very good. Good job. I'm glad I pushed you today.
You really did.
All right, thanks for joining us.
So we also have the retailer of the day. Before you get a little out of hand here.
I'm hungry. I want to go eat. So our Be Your Neighbor retailer that we do want to highlight is De Pere Greenhouse and Floral in De Pere, Wisconsin. So there's actually several now in Green Bay, but De Pere Greenhouse and Floral in De Pere, Wisconsin.
And you can find other retailers on our BeatYourNeighbor.com. Go to the retailer map at the bottom, and you can see them all across the United States. If they're not near you, you can order directly online and we will ship it to you. But we ask, please, please, please go visit the retailers. Tell them we said hello and purchase from them directly.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Now, thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.